What are you most proud of accomplishing with the Negro Industrial Economic Union?
One of the greatest things that happened in this country during that time was that organization. And the participants in that organization are all very fantastic individuals. Most of them are very effective in the social life of America today. But it's never been publicized, and we don't try to publicize it, because when you do the right thing in America, you become the greatest threat to the way of those who dominate others. For example, I'll give you this example. You take Michael Jordan, you put him up in front of our kids, and you say, be like Mike. So I don't think Mike graduated. Mike is a good guy, he's a nice guy, he smiles, he's a great basketball player. So we have all our kids trying to be great basketball players. Go in Beverly Hills and look at the other culture, all their kids are trying to be great lawyers and great MBAs and so forth and so on, so they can control the basketball players. So they got us following Mike over here, and all the other kids are getting the education that's going to allow them to control the Jim Browns and all those gladiators that's out there. So I won't get into it, but that's how I look at it.
Yeah, how much does that bother you?
Well, I don't sit around and let things bother me. I work against it. If you cut into those who are exploiting you, if you cut into their money, let's say that in the National Football League now maybe 75% of the players are black, and maybe you have 5% of the agents are black. That means all that money that those agents earn are going into other cultures. So our guys are not even conscientious enough to open the door for black agents to dominate, so that we have another business enterprise that can help perpetuate the race. They just start thinking, oh, I'm going to go get this lawyer now because he'll get me all the money. And they don't say, I'm going to go get this young guy out of college and help him become an agent. So what I'm saying to you is that if the system wanted to emphasize the concept that I'm giving you now, it would have made a big difference in the situation that we have now with the players, because the players are basically concentrating on the wrong things. And now the NFL has to do something about it, because you see players that are now playing to the gangster culture, the hip-hop culture, and they rather be respected by people in the ghetto and gangsters out there than by the league owners and the other players, et cetera, et cetera. So you have a culture that's turned upside down.
During the 60s, when you were speaking out, fighting for what was right, the FBI was spying on you. Why spy on Jim Brown?
You know, when you're a threat, it's when you do the right things. That's when you become the real threat, because you threaten someone's pocketbook. But also, I was told by a CIA agent once that, says, Jim, it doesn't matter how many good things that you do. If the government thinks that you have influence on a lot of young men, they want to control you. If they don't control you, then you are a threat, because you can use that power to do bad things. So anytime you have influence with other people and you're not controlled by the government, I was told they don't like that.
Mm-hmm. What did you know about it at the time?
Well, I knew there were agents in my midst, because agents always try to disrupt something when it's going to become very successful. And if you dealt with Hoover had the dirty trick squad that would send letters to different activists in America and get them against each other, and they played those dirty tricks to disrupt any kind of collective movement for freedom, equality, and justice. And that was something that we all were very aware of, because a lot of it became public knowledge.
You always talk about growing as an individual and self-betterment. In conclusion, to what extent are you satisfied with where you're at in your life today?
But I'm going on 71, and the only thing I want in life is to make a contribution. If I can do that, I'm going to be cool. If not, I'm going to get me a little shack in the Florida Keys, get a fishing pole, and take my family to become a recluse. I told my wife, that I'm going to do a paper, and when I die, I just want to be cremated, and she can throw the ashes in the ocean, put my spirit out there, and I didn't want any funerals. I didn't want nobody celebrating, coming to the house, or any of that, because I dislike it. I don't even like to go to funerals, especially celebrities, because it's who's got the front seat and who's got this seat and what big stars are there. I don't like any of that. It's just I'm simple JB. I was born this way, and this is the way I am. I don't make claims of greatness in football, activism, or anything. I'm just who I am. I'm satisfied with that. God has been very good to me. I'm relevant today. I can touch young people, and I can persuade people to help me do that. And so I'm relevant in the simple form, you know. I don't want anything from anybody. You know, pension plan is cool. Hey, my babies love me, you know. I'm daddy, hey, so, you know. That's where I'm at, man. I'm going to speak my mind, and, you know, when I get out of here, I'm gone, you know, and that's it.